Well, greetings and salutations. I just wanted to jump in here real quick to do a thank you, Ranty 3. Um, Somebody was pestering me in my chat for about 2 days now. Decided that he was going to tell me that because of the turbine levels for the distant turbines and the turbine levels for the close turbines, uh, they appear to be parallel with each other. That must mean that this has to do with perspective and it has nothing to do with curvature of the Earth. Well, let me just throw this together here real quick. Just want to say that first of all, these are the wind farms that are being talked about, and this is actually the location. I think he's a little bit off from this in this other photography that I used today. Um, these are the heights and dimensions of the turbines in the two different locations. Figured I'd just bring that up just to show it. And this was what I had modeled the other day in Silent Movie 4. And that's what I'm going to be using today. So just wanted to show that real quick. And we'll go ahead and make that comparison. Let's see. Save. And then now the model that I'm using is the one that I made the other day and I was showing everybody. Now, it turns out that I was off by 42 meters on the front set of uh, turbines in the front set field, the baro field. Um, Now that equals out to half a pixel on the Google Earth map that I was using, and the reason why it equates to that is because I actually didn't have it completely centered on the land masses, the two land masses. There was a little extent on the top, and there's an extent on the right side, and I was off by just that touch. But all the other things were correct. So once I made that adjustment, everything looks just fine. Now I just thought I'd throw this in here real quick. The Like I said, the recent argument now, apparently, I mean that's just what I'm getting in my comment section, is that the reason why this doesn't prove the globe apparently is because of the fact that this line of turbine heads and this line of turbine heads are parallel. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I'm pretty sure that if this was made as a claim, then other people have done this before, but I just like to make sure that I've done it. Now, what I'm doing here is that looks like a fair line right there. Actually, I'll go ahead and make it nice and long here. That looks like a fair line through the hub centers of the back turbines. Okay, the Ormond. I still haven't heard what the proper pronunciation of that is. And let's see here, shape outline. I'll go ahead and make that red so it's noticeable, and then give it a little bit more weight so it's visible. Okay, that is along those parallel lines. Now let's go ahead and just duplicate that without changing any dimensions on it. And yes, look, they appear to be parallel. Now, um, according to the comments that I've received, apparently that means that this has nothing to do with curvature. Well, here's a joke. First of all, the Barrow power turbines and the Ormond power turbines are not the same height. Okay, the ones in the distance are actually a good chunk higher, which is why I just showed the dimensions a second ago. So let's go ahead and move with this. I'm going to show you real quick. Now I know that there's probably going to be critiques out there saying that, oh well, blah blah blah, you made it work and all this, and you faked it. My name's not Chris or supposed Chris, whoever made that turbine thing that they were using on the Nathan show the other day. I don't fake my dimensions. That's just what I don't do. Okay, so let me go ahead and show the front side view just so we can all see. Now these are the borrow ones. Okay, this line right here, sorry, this blue line right here is the line of sight of the camera. So these are the borrow ones. You can go ahead and measure them if you want to. They are all identical height. And then moving along, this is the blue line. The blue, by the way, is the curved surface. Okay, and then these are, or I'm sorry, the orange ones were the Ormond. I'm sorry, not borrow. I did O for orange and Ormond, and blue for borrow for B. So, and then you can see that these are all the same height. Again, this blue line here is the uh, line of sight of the camera, which I have way back over here. set up to the height that well, at least that weather break that Ranty was standing on. So, and then this one, the green one, is the one actually from the plane. Now, like I said, again, the blue line is the line of sight of the camera. Has nothing to do with anything other than the direction that the camera is actually pointing, and it's slightly tilted up if you see there. Now, here's the Barrow wind turbines, and here are the Ormond uh, wind turbines. So, when viewed from the cameras, from the flat camera, I'm going to go ahead and render this. I've already rendered this, and oops, sorry. Let me do that again, just so everybody sees that it got rendered. Okay, this is the image from the flat camera. Please note, you can see all the legs of the Ormond uh, turbines. They're standing up on stilts. It's kind of a wacky configuration, but they're standing up on stilts, and they are actually physically taller than the blue ones, the Barrow ones. Okay, so that's the image that comes from here. Please feel free, screen cap that. Okay, good. All right. And then from the curved camera, we'll go over here. This is the view from the curved camera. Okay, the one that's actually, on a 2-scale curvature. Now let me go ahead and render that one as well. And this is what that looks like. Okay, this area here, everything, there's not one piece of this that is in front of the horizon. Please understand that. Everything here is behind the horizon. It is beyond it. Okay, so everything that you're seeing actually down below here is actually standing on their drop level. Okay, cool, got that. So, and once again, go ahead. Oops, get that a little more in the middle. Go ahead and feel free to screen capture that if you wish to use it. Okay, cool. So, now, like I said, I already screen captured this stuff. And first of all, this is the image from the curve cam, or excuse me, from the flat cam. Sorry about that. Now, from the flat cam, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line. Oops. Nope, I had my lines up here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line from the turbine tips. These are the turbine tips on the closer ones of the turbine heads. Go ahead and make it just a little bit thicker, just so it's real visible for everybody to see in the hangout. Now, if I duplicate this, look what doesn't happen. They don't line up. Okay, you see that? I'm right in the middle of it over here, but it slowly goes up, not parallel. Okay, not parallel. Understand that. And aside from the fact that, of course, we also have to think that everything there wouldn't be anything beyond the horizon. So you would actually have, in a slightly downward slope, would be the bases of the Barrow wind turbines, and of course the bases of the Ormond wind turbines. Okay, cool. But now if we go over to the curve cam, this is the curve cam. This was what I just took a shot of a second ago. Hopefully you screen captured it to use whenever you feel like it. Like this, like that, wait, like that. Now if I just duplicate this and put it down here, look what happens. It goes right through them. Right through them. Parallel. That's all there really is to say about that. So, again, number one, you are not going to see individual arc on a 2-mile stretch of turbines. You're not going to see it. The reason why these come out parallel is because of the fact that you have a curvature where they sink down, but therefore, because they are taller, the angles line up just perfect for the same amount of perspective. Yes, their angular size is smaller, but that's just how perspective works. Okay, so once again, I'd just like to say thanks, Ranty. Yeah, y'all have some. Wait, let me go ahead and look over at this here. Try doing this with real footage. It proves the Earth is flat. Yeah. I'm showing that, dude. I'm showing the analysis of that. So, anyway, go ahead and feel free to rebuild this model if you'd like to. I put up the dimensions already, and I would love to see your. I don't want to hear assessments. I don't want to hear, oh, well, it should be this. Well, you know what? When I was modeling this, I was like, well, you know what? That is kind of a curious event that those come out parallel, but that's just what it is. However, they don't come out parallel across a plane. Okay? So, ladies and gents, hope you like this short little thing. Y'all have a nice night.